Good morning, children. Welcome to class 9. Today we are going to read about compound interest. But before we start the chapter, you should know the introduction about the interest. What does this interest mean? A certain amount or money we invest somewhere, and in return we get that money back with certain amount extra. That extra money what we get back, that is called interest. And the extra money and the sum what we have deposited, that together it is called amount. Now have an introduction. Just P stands for principal, that is the sum deposited. I stands for interest, extra money against the deposit. R is a rate of interest and T is a time. Now there are two words, SI and CI. This SI stands for simple interest. And the CI stands for compound interest. Now what is difference between simple interest and compound interest? Simple interest, the principal, the deposited sum remain as it is for certain period of time or the time the money is invested. Just imagine if you have deposited 100 rupees with a rate of 5% and for 3 years, every year you will get certain amount of interest or equal amount of interest. That is confirmed. But in compound interest, we don't get the equal amount of interest every year. Interest at the end of 1 year, that is added with the principal, that stands for this principal of second year, or in a simple language you can say amount after 1 year stands for the principal for second year, and amount after 2 years stands for the principal for third year, and amount after third year, if you subtract from that amount original principal, you will get the compound interest. Just with the example I am showing you, have a look. If a principal is rupees 100, rate is 5% per annum and time is 2 years. So what would be the SI? As you know the formula, PRT by 100, or we are going to find it rupees 100 into rate into time by 100, or this gives you rupees 10. Is a simple interest. But how to find the compound interest? To find CI, we get the interest after 1 year. Just SI for first year. That is PRT by 100, or rupees 100 into 5. So it is for first year, so we'll be writing 1 year by 100, or this gives you rupees 5. Again, amount after 1 year, rupees 100 plus 5, rupees 105. This 105 rupees stands as a principal for second year. So if we find SI for second year, that gives you rupees 105 into 5 into 1 by 100. Now just 5 5 is a 25. by 100, or it gives you rupees 5.25. Amount after 2 years, rupees 105 plus rupees 5.25. That gives you rupees 110.25. Now you can see simple interest was rupees 10 and the compound interest is rupees 110.25. Is it different? Though the principal rate and time is same, but the interest, simple interest is something else and compound interest is something else. Why? Because you can see the interest earned in the first year, that is added with the principal to get the amount of it 1 year, and that amount stands as the principal for second year, and the second year interest is calculated on that amount, and that gives you 5.25 rupees. And we have a amount is this, and CI is minus rupees 100, and that gives you